Ready?
Yep.
2, ready, go. Grab your friends and gather around. Hear the stories when you're down. With songs and smiles for miles. If you're looking for a place to go, I know one hell of a show. There's a place that'll make you glad. Opposite of being sad. DickandDank.com. DickandDank.com.
Oh, welcome back to Dope Discussions with Dick and Dank here in the Cortucky Oasis. I got Dick right beside me. I put him right under the table. I don't know if he hadn't said nothing
Son
yet.
of a bitch, I didn't notice
didn't
it.
even pay attention.
And I'm the only one under the table this time.
Yeah, sorry about that. It happens. But he did find us a very special guest who's got a lot of background noise, but that's all right. He's doing some laundry. He's catching up on some tasks. We got Anthony Foster. Found him on Instagram, Hamilton Vape Family. And what's up
Hamilton
today
Vape Family.
besides laundry, Anthony? What's up today?
Well, we're doing some chores. We had a busy day today. We went to we got some yoga done because we got to do daily yoga.
Right
Yogas
on.
every day.
I like it. I love it.
And then, had to do some chores today and went up to the farm actually. And we have some amazing genetics we're working with for our hash company. So I also have a hash brand.
Oh, okay.
We make solventless hash. We expertise in live hash rosin as well as live hash rosin cartridges.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Fantastic. Now, he had mentioned there's a Canadian Weed Festival. Is that the official title? Canadian Weed Fest is what I wrote down. Canada Weed
Canadian
Fest.
Weed Festival for sure. Here in Ontario, called
Right.
CannaCrawl.
CannaCrawl.
Running about for 12 years now in the city.
Right on.
Holy cow.
Right on. I like the background. It's fine. Anybody wants to join in the conversation, feel free. We like to talk about cannabis with anybody.
Yeah.
If somebody's beating their kids, you might have to flip the screen. We can watch. But Canada, what was it called? I already forgot. CannaFest.
CannaFest,
CannaFest. All right. And this is how many years running?
12.
12 years.
CannaCrawl's been running 12 years in the city of Hamilton.
Okay.
12 years. That's a long run. And of course, weed's been legal forever in Canada. Never an issue with legality with weed in Canada.
Yeah, so we run off of a cultural event. So our festival is run off of not off the legal any legal realm that Canada has rolled out. We run off of a very cultural event, running off of Afro-Caribbean, Afro-Indigenous. That's really what we stand on with the CannaCrawl. It's a very more of a cultural festival.
Oh.
Everyone's welcome, but we run under a very different realm, as well as with what's rolled out in Canada. A lot of our what we call as legacy, we don't really like how the legal realm kind of rolled out how they needed to do in Canada. So this is kind of our peaceful protest.
Well, that's kind of cool. I bet
Okay.
I bet it has kind of a different flair just because of that.
Yes, 100%, 100%. It's with a lot of these markets and a lot of these festivals that happen in Canada under the legal realm. There's a lot of limitations.
Okay.
Again, they also do. You need a specific license to get to go to these events. There's something called the CanCell, and it's kind of like a liquor license that you can sell cannabis.
Okay.
But this is for cannabis, and it gives you access to going to these events. And it kind of really only targets people that are in the legal framework. For us, we've opened up having a market that's open for everybody. If you're like-minded and cannabis friendly, we welcome you.
Right on.
So
That's kind of like our show. If you're like-minded and cannabis friendly and want to talk cannabis, all is welcome on our show.
Yeah, especially if you're friendly.
Right. I like friendly people. But all right. So CannaFest. Now, what's your role in this this festival?
the festival is always what we like to do is always network. The biggest thing with us is networking. And a bigger thing too is community based, right? So yeah, like We're big community guys.
Okay.
All right. So Hamilton Vape Family. So what's that about then? Your Instagram page, I'm sure you got other social media. Anything you want to plug, feel free. But Hamilton Vape Family. So what are you promoting there?
So before the CannaCrawl, before the cannabis festival that we created, me and my business partner, Rena Rampersad from High Society Supper Club, before we did that, I ran, I still do. I own Hamilton Vape, which is, it used to be a cannabis vape lounge in the city of Hamilton.
Okay.
We were expertise in herbal vaporizers, concentrate vaporizers, but we also allowed people to come into our space and try the devices before they could buy them. A lot of the devices and vaporizers were very expensive, so we allowed a location where people could sit down, try them, test them out, and by doing that, by allowing and having a space like that, we grew a community. We grew a community, and from there, it just blew up. And with me and my ADD, I can't stop. I do different things. I create different things. Always, I like to involve cannabis. I'm always cannabis friendly.
Sure.
Right on. Same here.
I have a cannabis friendly Airbnb event space in Hamilton.
Ooh, nice.
I do cannabis paddleboarding, so you can come out paddleboarding with us, and you can smoke.
That's cool.
Nice. Cannabis with anything, it goes hand. It makes everything better.
It makes everything better.
Everything. I don't know why people don't enjoy it.
I haven't found one thing that it doesn't make better.
Right? Why do people hate on it?
Right? Maybe drinking might not make.
Depends where
better.
you started. If you started with the weed, you're good.
Well, that's true.
You started with the weed, you're good. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
That's true. That's
Right
true.
on. All right.
So what kind of folks are coming to your CannaFest? Like, what kind of vendors are you bringing in?
Kind of vendors. What we get is we have craft growers. We have guys that are growing small batch cannabis. We have guys that are online guys that might be selling through retail sectors like that.
Okay.
They might even have their own stores. We have wholesale guys that supply to our indigenous. We have a very strong indigenous community out here in Ontario and Hamilton.
Okay.
So we have a reserve that is actually being supplied by a lot of these guys, a lot of these growers, a lot of these extract artists. It's like I said to you, me and my team, we do live hash rosin. So we do solventless. Check out Squish Gang extracts. If you guys get a chance, if you get to try some of our live hash rosin.
Okay.
We grow organic flower, and then we produce premium live hash rosin. Really, really good stuff.
So are you growing indoor or outdoor?
We're growing indoor and outdoor. So
cool.
we have both options.
Okay.
Our spaces, we're able to do that on both levels. So
Do you, as somebody who's doing that, do you notice any much difference in your outdoor testing versus your indoor testing? Like, does it have higher terpenes, stuff like that, outdoors versus indoors?
yeah, there's something with sun grown that you'll never. Well, we always know as growers, we can never mimic the outdoor elements.
Correct.
We try our best, but we can never mimic the sun.
Yeah.
And that's our biggest thing is, and what the sun spectrum, the being a full spectrum of light,
Yep.
that produces different resin glands. It produces way more terpene levels. The sun grown is the way to go.
Yep.
Again, we do get a better quality in our indoor quality of our live hash rosin, but the terpene levels, the numbers and stuff like that, we do see some really good numbers from our outdoor.
That's cool.
And also strains do reflect differently in different elements. So from our indoor stuff, from our outdoor stuff, they do express differently.
Right. Well, that's cool.
It's exciting. I love it. And it's always fun. It's always fun.
Right? You just run that risk growing outside because you can't control the weather. Obviously, you could add the water, of course, but and I'm sure being in the city guy, there's a big difference choosing the hard water, the natural hard water, versus the soft water.
For sure.
Clearly, I'm going to start growing soon, so this is all going to be new to me. He's been growing for a while, trying to teach me. I try and pay attention, but I don't really. But we just did a live event at our local grow center. They did a seed swap. And so I bought the special bag. He's been telling me you got to feed him and do all these things. And no, just buy this bag of dirt. It's got everything you need for the first 12 weeks or something. I don't know, 8 weeks. 8 weeks of feed in and already just water. It's man, it's going to be easy, I hope so. But he's got some starters for me.
Well, if you have friends, that's always good, right? You always can get some advice and guys that have been doing it for a while, and we always try to not make it so difficult. We even say back in the old days when we had the hydroponic books and the books that were saying they were talking about tomatoes and cucumbers. You know what you know what they were talking about, right?
Right?
Yep. Yes, we
It
do.
was that easy. It was that easy, right? So
Interesting.
So how far are you from Toronto then?
from Toronto, I'm about, I would say about 45 to about an hour, depending on traffic, but about an hour.
Okay. Okay. So then how far are you from like Niagara Falls?
Niagara Falls is another an hour. So we're an hour, we're in between. We're
That's
like
cool.
we're an hour from Niagara Falls, an hour to Toronto. We get a lot of people from Niagara.
Yep.
Again, Niagara and Toronto are also part of our marketing outreach.
Okay.
So we do a lot of marketing for out in Niagara as well as in Toronto. So
Okay.
we're doing a lot of that kind of. And I believe in street line marketing, which like my mother would say she used to do artist and DJ promoting.
Oh,
and She used
okay.
to call it street line marketing, which was hit the streets, talk to the people, and make those real contacts and make those real connections. So we talk to stores. We have people that have head shops, hydroponic stores. Anybody that's again anybody that's like-minded that wants to support our event.
Yep.
We promote. We give them posters. Like right now, I'm here at the laundromat. The owner of the laundromat supports what we do.
Yeah, I saw the poster.
Yeah, he's a community guy, right? So he understands what we've been doing for the community. So he allows us to promote our stuff in here.
Do you think we have that here?
We're starting to get that.
I did put our poster up at the edge and my local barbershop with our Spotify logo, so we'll see.
And at the grow shop.
And the grow shop,
for you
yeah.
guys.
We'll see.
We're starting to, weed isn't nationally legal here in the U.S. like it is up there. So we're still dealing with, certain states you can't smoke it, you can't buy it, all that stuff. So we don't have the community. I don't think that it's not as widely accepted as it is in Canada. And maybe this is just my perception looking, from the outside in. I don't know.
Our community is on Instagram right now.
Right.
Yeah, I've got, what'd I say? I already forgot how many I had. 7,400 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's good. We're getting there, and it's all cannabis related, and just seeing the gorgeous plants out there, and it's like it's going to be me here soon. So I'm excited to experience it and be able to share that on our social media and help grow that community. And now so while you have you here, Anthony, I don't know if you're familiar with our show, probably not, but something we ask everybody is like, do you remember your first time smoking cannabis?
Smoking first time? Yes, I do. And I actually talked to one of my friends that introduced me to it today, actually.
Awesome.
nice.
Good timing.
And he, I would say it was introduced from my buddy, and he was into cannabis a lot. He was always getting access to it. He always was the guy could get access to get into good weed and everything. So, and he actually kind of introduced me to it. And I didn't start until later too. I feel like I started later than everybody else. My dad was a strict dad, man. So I was very, I kind of waited it until I was kind of out of his household.
Okay.
Until I could smoke it. And then I remember I remember what I was wearing, man. I was wearing my Blockbuster t-shirt, my Blockbuster shirt.
Yeah.
And I was in the back of a pickup truck, and we were smoking weed. I don't remember what the strain was. I don't remember nothing about that, but I remember we smoked in the back of his truck.
Why am I picturing Letterkenny here?
Maybe.
That's it.
Letterkenny.
You get it.
You're not far from where Letterkenny is supposed to be at, aren't you?
Yeah. Letterkenny. That's kind of that gives you the Letterkenny vibe, man, for sure.
So that's what it's like around there. All right, I'll have to rewatch. I've watched several episodes. I'll have to rewatch.
That's a funny show.
It is pretty funny.
So, and if I'm not mistaken, are you kind of in ice wine country?
Ice wine.
Yes. Technically not our city, Hamilton, but if you go out to the Niagara area, yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So you're not too far from it.
Not too far. No. And you know what? Again, with the Niagara being so close, tourism is very, very, very busy for us.
Sure.
And I love cannabis tourism. I love it. I love it.
Uh-huh.
And I'm a big advocate for that. Especially having a space where people can consume, or running these events where people from far away can come to. I love the tourism. We get people from all over the place. We got people that are coming from Scotland.
Holy cow.
To
So
come to our event.
So can they smoke at your event?
Yes, we have an outdoor area. We have a consumption lounge. We even have the bud blaster tent. So you get inside a tent and you get blasted with freaking cannabis smoke.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, what would that take for us to be able to do that around here?
There'd be so much red tape we'd have to, and
don't ask, don't tell.
so much insurance we'd have to have.
sure.
And God, they take all the fun.
We can
out
get
of
away with it once.
it. And if it's super successful, maybe twice.
Exactly. We'll find out.
So, question for you guys now:
Yeah.
do you guys have a gathering where you guys consume? Like, is there not like a lounge vibe, but do you guys have like maybe small pop-ups, events, or like that? Like, where do you guys consume? Like, where do you guys gather as
home.
consumers?
Yeah, just at home.
At home, really? Eh?
Yeah, there's some fests that are starting to pop up, but I don't know.
Not
well,
around
we
here,
haven't
I
really
haven't seen one, but
Well, there is one that they got down at the Bend. They had, at least.
I mean, like, we will go to the festival. We've been to the 420 festival outside the dispensary, but it's you can't smoke weed outside the dispensary. That within
Right,
so many yards. Like, well, that's not very fun. So
Right,
you think they
right.
could get a day pass or something?
Yeah, and in order to have a cannabis, like a consumption lounge, you have to have a dispensary license. And to get a dispensary
true.
license, it costs like $500,000. So
Wow.
yeah, so everything they gatekeep everything. So
And I wonder if you guys could get run out, because what we've done with Canada's now run since we've had our non-smoking inside rule. They've turned into having spaces that are for research. So what you do is R&D, and then so when people come into your space, they have to they sign a waiver, but they also, when they're done, they fill out like educational stuff, like when's the first time you smoked, how many times you smoked, what's the best way you consume cannabis. And what you're doing is you're getting research and you're getting
Collecting
information
data,
from your consumers, and then you can use that data for other stuff. Like,
that's a good idea. I like that.
Right on.
yeah, I don't know if you guys can maybe do that, but
I might have to
maybe.
look into that.
Look into it.
We there is some people that have what's called a sesh bus, because we're about 3 hours west of Chicago.
Okay. Yeah.
So these sesh buses come out of Chicago, and it's basically just an old city bus that's converted with
You can smoke weed in it.
Yeah, it has lights and you can smoke weed, and
they'll help you. They'll train you. They'll have the paraphernalia you can use, but you got to bring your own weed, I think.
Right.
Or can you buy it from them? I can't.
No,
remember.
you have to bring your own weed.
Have to bring your own weed.
That's still kind of cool.
Yeah, I want to start it, but right now I'm having a hard time figuring out what to charge for something like that. Because you can't do it for free. So
No.
But that'd be good for like festivals around here, because then you come and you park and people can go in there and smoke.
We want to put a podcast studio right in the vein. Come in here, get high with Dick and Dank, and then we can record it or whatever. But
brand
it.
Yeah, like dispensaries would
being
hire
on
us
it.
to come to your dispensary and do a Saturday event, and then and we're advertising through the podcast.
We believe as long as you're on private property, we're okay to smoke in the bus.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say, is if you could do that for private events, like if you say you wanted say somebody wanted a consumption space at their wedding.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And then you rolled up in the bus, or that's how we run it. We always run our events through private spaces, and it's a private event. So
I gotcha. That's a good idea.
Keeps us safe.
Right on. Well, if it's that case, then maybe the little bus isn't good. We need like a Winnebago or something.
Yeah, we need
a little
a
bigger
Winnebago.
city bus,
Semi-trailer.
a big city bus. Yeah,
53-foot van trailer.
Yeah, there you go. We just set the jack stand down. We're good.
Right.
I like it.
Nobody's gonna drive. We're good.
You can get your hands on a trailer a lot easier than a bus,
That's
and then
true.
we can deck out that trailer.
That trailer's a lot cheaper than a bus too.
Truth.
So
Truth.
Yeah, for sure.
that's cool.
For sure.
Now the mind's really
So
turning.
how long have you been in the cannabis industry total?
It's probably been over 16, over 15 to 16 years.
Okay. How'd you get
12
started?
years 12 years for our festival, and over 15 years in the industry. Like I said, we started with the consumption space. We actually started online selling herbal vaporizers. And then I saw the gap that was happening with our consumers and the customers looking into these vaporizers. So and for me, I also found that I was also looking online and watching YouTube videos and doing all that stuff, but it was just not enough. Like, it was just,
Sure.
people needed their hands on with these devices, especially especially when we got sponsored by companies like Sublimator, which is that's a $1,500 vaporizer.
That's an expensive
Vaporizer, and it's a Canadian brand. It's called Sublimator.
Okay, we'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're all vapes.
I'm herbal vaporizers. A lot of the concentrate vaporizers as well. You know what it is? I'm always staying up to date with the stuff.
Okay.
And devices.
Okay.
I might be not strictly doing that right now as a main focus, but Hamilton Vape is always still, like, you could always ask me for accessories and devices and stuff like that. I'm always looking for those unique things, and companies and brands are always sending me devices to test out. So
that's cool.
I'm always
so when making the vape, you're making the concentrate that's going in there, right? And then what's that process like? What makes yours better, I guess?
So through with live hash rosin, we're not using any propane or butane in our extraction.
Okay.
So
it's like an all natural kind of thing.
Ice water and heat and pressure.
Okay.
That's it. To get an extract, a liquid form extract.
Okay.
Or into a butter consistency, a rosin consistency.
Yep.
So it's all natural with, cold press.
Yeah, cold. It's ice water. Everything's super cold, and then when we're done with that extraction, we bring it to the heat and the plates, and that brings the heat and pressure come in, and it squishes out all the oils out of the bags, and we get this premium, this super clean oil. Again, it's a little bit more steps than a solvent extraction because of the steps that we have to do.
Right. All right. That's probably similar to the stuff I bought, but it's I bought it in the whatever the rosin.
I always suggest people be smoking live rosin. Do not if you're smoking any extract, smoke live rosin.
Yeah.
Or rosin in general, and rosin. Just the solventness is the way to go. Like,
why
we gotta
is
go
that?
back to our old school roots of hash.
Why is that?
It's just for me, I find that some of these residuals, again, they're doing all their testing and stuff too. Like, government is doing their testing and stuff, but I'm just to me, it just makes sense as an extractor. Like, when you have to use butane and propane, and then you have to extract that chemical out of the material,
right?
So you have a clean product. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Right. No, I understand where you're coming from. Okay.
Like, when you could just use ice and water and then heat and pressure.
So similar to all these debates about the tobacco vapes, then is that something similar where they're adding these chemicals or not getting these chemicals out of the tobacco or whatever to make it more of a natural vape, and that's why those are so harmful? Well, tobacco in general is harmful.
For sure. That's a whole freaking... We can go into that because I do work. So I own my own brand. I own my own company. I own my own shop and events and stuff. But I also work for a legal store.
Okay.
So when I'm working at that store, it's so hard because I also know a lot of knowledge that the consumer doesn't know.
Sure.
And I'm always trying to educate. That's and I made it a key thing because I'm an educator. I'm always being an educator.
Yep.
It's always, when I'm on that floor, I need to educate consumers, because a lot of consumers will come into the store and not even ask about the ingredients about a product. And I'm like, let me show you something.
Right.
And then look on the back of this, read the ingredients. And they're like, whoa, I didn't know that was in there. And I'm like, well, that's what you're smoking.
Right. You should do that with everything, your food and everything else, but nobody does. But if you can't pronounce what the fuck is on there, then.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So It's about bridging the gap. My goal with cannabis, and even because I work in the legal realm, and then because I still run Legacy, we always need to bridge the gap and bring everybody together. It's just because, again, we're all here for one reason. It's the plant.
Right.
So let's just stay focused on that, man. Forget
All right,
the
well,
politics,
bridge
man.
the gap. You're in Canada. How do we bridge the gap right now between Canada and America? That's a big gap right now.
Yeah. I don't know if we want to get into that.
I don't even have a passport, so I can't even walk over there to bridge a gap.
we got an asshole in charge.
We do. I'm just trying to figure out how to get him out as fast as possible. With nobody that he knows stepping in charge after him. So,
if he would just legalize weed, that's all I care right now.
well, he's changing the laws, but
Says he is.
but he says a lot of shit. So.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of stuff. You
A
guys,
lot of talking and
Amen
no
to that.
action. Taco Tuesday, but
it's so entertaining. It's so entertaining when we're watching. I don't know.
for
I think
you don't
everybody's
live here. You don't live here. You're not paying the money for gas now. What happens to your gas prices then?
So we still pay a lot for so ours is what would we be $1.80 per liter.
Okay.
You guys are in gallons, right?
Yeah. Was there like two liters in a gallon? No, there's more than 2 liters. 4 liters in a gallon.
So I also shop around. Well, not just to say shop around, but I go again to the reserves, the indigenous, because the indigenous they have better gas than in the city, and cheaper.
All right, better and cheaper gas in this. I was just trying
regularly right now in the city it's 170, and then I got up on the reserves today and I got the gas for 140.
140. All right. We're paying. Shoot, I think I just paid four something a gallon, 4.40 a gallon.
Jeez.
I mean, when I was in high school, I could go across into Missouri and pay 95 cents. So I mean, that's a long time ago. But we've been. If we can get under $2 again, that'd be great. I'd be happy with that, but shit. His bladder was full. He had to step out back. But so you're Hamilton Vape. So then, can you ship online? Can people order it online and you ship it? Is that legal?
Yeah, so we can ship for vaporizers and stuff. I don't have an online store. We did, but we transitioned away from it. It just I'm gonna revamp that. I want to definitely revisit that again. It's one of those things like I need to sit back and just focus on a few things. I'm focusing on so many things, and I've been told it's like, hey, you need to kind of dial back.
I understand that. All right, let me answer this then. Since I'm not a huge vape guy, I like the flower, and a lot of it's the taste. I think it hits the throat a little bit different. But I do it obviously for the convenience and the smell. There are some that I like the taste, but I think it's the aftertaste. But since you can ship it, I wonder if there's a product that you would highly recommend for somebody who's not a huge fan of vapes that could convert me to want to smoke a vape all the time over flower. I don't know if that's possible.
For a herbal vaporizer, that's a little bit hard because everybody, like, you know what? The herbal vaporizers have really never advanced in technology.
Right.
It's really kind of the basic. It's the same technology, just kind of maybe in a smaller device or maybe it's all about the packaging. All the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same. So you're really going to get the same kind of flavor with the herbal vaporizer. Mm-hmm. When it comes to concentrates, though, that's where the game has kind of changed, and the new technology. There's really kind of cool tech with that kind of stuff, especially in the more compact devices. Perfect example, a company like Puffco just keeps.
That's what we just tried. It was Puffco. Devices. We just tried.
Is the top elite company for extracts.
Okay. We were at this seed swap event, and we tried a Puffco device somebody had there. You also got the little ceramic bowl, and he had some wax in there, or the like rosin.
Like one of the little, looked like you were playing video games.
Yeah, a little thumb thing to like stir it around and stuff. I was like, that's badass. As you're inhaling.
Cool. Yeah. It was like $400.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, I'm not gonna spend $400 on that. Yeah. Like the volcano, they say it's like what, $700,
something like that.
Yeah. But then you're carrying around a big ass plastic bag of smoke. Like, well, that looks dumb.
I love those.
Do you?
I have to see it probably or try it. But
what do you like about them?
You know what it is? It's okay. So I recently revisited the volcano, and before again, it was a herbal vaporizer. Loved it, and I have the digital device. I have an older unit, but it still works great. But what I saw online was really, really cool, and I want to implement it at one of my events or something, more of a private, more intimate event, where they filled up a bag and then they serve the bags at a table.
Oh. Yeah, so it's just like a bar, basically.
Yeah, just bring them back to you. Yeah,
that's cool. I like that idea.
So it gives them kind of, and then like you can sample different flavors or different strains or the table. Hey guys, so today you're going to be trying this, and it might even be pairing with the food that was on their table. Like we do infused dinners too. So there's something I want to involve with that too. So
I like your idea. I like where you're at.
Right. I like that.
Yeah, my business partner Rena from Rampersad, she's from High Society Supper Club. She runs these amazing infused dinners.
Okay.
We're gonna be bringing those back. We used to call them the Dab and Dines or the Secret Sessions.
So what is this? So is this like a company that you guys have where like you go into somebody's house and cook for them using weed? Then?
She can do that. She does that catering jobs too, but she also does these curated events.
Okay.
So where you buy tickets and then you come down, you sit down. And
all right, special event.
Come out, They present each meal to you. They tell you how much it's dosed. They tell you all the details. It's really, really nice. Like it's such a
dude, that's cool.
How do we get that to happen here?
I'm willing. Dude, I'm about ready to fucking jump in my truck and head to Ontario. I can tell you that.
Well, you're coming. You guys are more than welcome. If you guys don't make it for the 18th, which is going to be hard. But if you can't make it to that, we run them for a year.
Yeah.
So we run them every season. So you still got July, you still got the summer, which we're going to run in July. And then we got the Fall Fest, and then we got the winter.
Yeah. Dude, it's my goal to get us up there for a fest and do it.
And I even thought too is maybe it would be cool is if you guys can have the mobile podcast set up. Where you guys could maybe set up a tent, because we have that at this next crawl. We have a podcast going to be there live.
Oh, cool.
This is where we ask for people to invest in our show. Go to our website, Dank, dickanddank.com, and there's a donate button where you can help invest and help us get this sesh bus. And please donate, and then we can get this bus and we can make this happen. Then you can hear Dick and Dank and all the hilarity we can get into in a Canadian weed fest.
We better cross in Michigan, because if we cross in New York, they're going to look at us and go, no fucking way are you coming into Ontario.
That's fine. Whatever. We'll find a way. But please donate. We'll make that happen.
Right.
And then I can get a passport.
Yeah. You should probably get a passport first.
I'm working on that.
Make sure, because I can't do this show without you.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
You could try.
I could try, but you could do this without me, but I couldn't do it without you.
Well,
you guys are awesome.
And I remind you, because I park you under the table that you're not sure.
Like
you don't know. I'm a little handy, I think, but I took a piece of bowling alley out of a bowling alley. I bought it. I split it in two and made a shuffleboard table, a 16-foot shuffleboard table, and it's in my garage. But I still want to get my truck in here, so it's literally suspended by cables above us. Right, well, above him. I'm sitting adjacent, but it's directly above him, and he's just trusting that my crafty handiness is gonna keep him alive the entire time we record.
I'm not trusting. I know I'm dead.
You've been under it several times. It's still there. It's in the same spot.
I just hope it makes a few noises enough for me to get the fuck out of here.
I mean, if you want to get nervous, you can sit there while I run it up and down a little bit.
No, I don't. I don't want to do that.
You're living dangerous, boys. You're living dangerous.
That's right.
It's literally on an electric winch. I push a button and it lowers down. I put it in some sawhorses and we're playing shuffleboard. So one of our goals is to get a shuffleboard episode. So if you can get down here to Cortucky, to the Cortucky Oasis, then you too can play shuffleboard with Dick and Dank. We have dreams and goals on this show.
We're willing to do anything.
Yeah. And the more I get high, the more these dreams and goals get entertaining.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, man. So we talked about your first time. Now, you got a method of choice. Is it flower? Is it your vape, obviously? So you got
I dab a lot. I'm a big dabber, but I'm also lessening my dab and I'm lessening my dabbing, and I'm consuming through edibles.
Okay.
Edibles. Okay. So you're switching to more of an edible guy?
I would say that's where I'm doing transitioning more to, because I've actually changed my I've just been doing a more healthier lifestyle. I did mention the yoga. I've been doing yoga for about maybe 4.5 months now, and I
like
addicted.
yoga.
I'm addicted. So
Yeah, it's easy to get addicted.
And I usually eat an edible before class, and that shit is the way to go, man. Yoga high is the way to go.
I haven't tried that yet. Well, no, wait. I've done it at home. I have, but not in a class.
Oh,
it's
God,
best.
it sounds fun. I need to get
Banjo and I have
high
been
as
yoga at
fuck.
home, so that's fun.
Maybe the gal in Port Byron, maybe she'd let us smoke up in her shop or just outside of her shop.
Well, they have yoga on the dock is where I tried to get you. We were going to roll up on the boat and do yoga on the dock.
Are
we can
they
get
still
high
doing
on the
it
way
this
down.
summer? Maybe
I'm sure they will.
Maybe I'll do
this
it.
year you do it?
If we can smoke weed,
We'll
While
smoke
we're
weed
doing
on the
it.
boat ride down.
I want to be able to smoke weed while we're doing yoga.
How you need your hands free.
Hey, do you want to
Oh
give
my
me the
God.
yoga or not? That's the rule.
Yoga's going to change your life. Why are you fighting it so hard?
Because
Anthony can tell you how
because I'm an
awesome
old
yoga
German.
is. I'm
It
not
is.
asking you
And
to meditate.
I'm doing hot yoga. I'm at hot yoga. I'm not even doing normal. I'm doing hot yoga.
See, I'm curious to try. I have not tried it yet.
I think I would like hot yoga.
I don't want to go by myself.
I
but-
miss the wrestling room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that smells in there though.
it does. But
How does hot yoga smell? Is that all right?
You know what? It's not that bad. You would think it smelled like a stank. No, it's not. It's no. It's not bad.
All right.
It's not bad. I think honestly, people are very I don't know. I feel like my classmates are usually very respectful, so they don't come all stanking, because there's I don't know.
I like how they don't come stanking.
Right?
They don't come stanking. So
No, we don't want that. Nobody likes that stank.
So what else can you tell us about your CannaFest?
the CannaFest. So we're working with about 80 to 100 vendors.
Okay.
Damn.
We usually have an attendance of about 2,000 to 3,000 people coming out to our 421.
Okay. Now,
So
do you
that
have
many vendors, though, a variety. So you had growers, you have probably glass blowers, you have
Glass blowers, we have artists, we have people that have services as well. There's services as well. Like, I don't want to forget about the cannabis services, because there's people
Such as?
helping people get with their medical licenses. There's people that we even have at the CannaCrawl, we have a testing company that's going to test your cannabis. When you buy and purchase your cannabis at the festival, you can get it tested
nice.
by a company.
Oh,
to get
right
the
on.
percentage, you mean?
Hey, man, how do the growers and
Percentages?
stuff?
Yep,
for
percentages.
What about the people that are advertising that percentage? You take it right over there, get it tested. Like, you lie.
Yeah, no shit.
But that's even better. That's great too.
Keeps them honest.
The company even said that. They said, hey, if companies want to come up to our booth and test their strain so that they can display the right percentages, they can do that as well. That's an option. So it's
Nice.
services. The services don't just get crossed over to the consumer. We get business to business services crossing over.
That's cool.
Which is community, so strong with the community, which I love. That's again what I love.
Yeah, that's how we grow this, is with community. That's
For
the
sure.
best way to grow all of it.
Yeah.
Right on. You got a reason for use?
For me was again, I was using cannabis just for fun and recreational, and then I got into cannabis through medical, which was for my focus.
Okay.
And it's crazy as we're going to kind of sidetrack, but we're going back over to yoga. Yoga has actually helped me with my focus 10 times fold.
For sure.
Like, I feel like, again, because I'm using cannabis, that's also helping.
Yep.
That helps me focus before the mat.
Yep.
But when I'm done leaving the mat at the end of class, that really sets my day as if I was taking medication. Like, it's crazy. It's my medication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I wish I could commit to starting my day with it. I get up and I just go to work, and I need to be able to start my day, probably because I sleep in and then I'm already half hour behind.
What do you want to start your day with, yoga or cannabis? Because
Both.
I start every day with
Both.
cannabis.
Both.
I got to do
Cannabis,
yoga.
he said you have to have cannabis before yoga, and you got to start your day with yoga. So
I just
cannabis, yoga, start your day.
I just wanted you to clarify that.
No,
because
I'm
I'm
down
doing
with
it.
it.
If it's just the cannabis, I'm doing it. I'm fucking kicking ass.
Well, because I use it for
kicking
my
ass.
mental health, and I tell him I don't know if it's just a test for myself. I just try and see each day how long I can go before I feel I need it.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, I don't need it. I'm fine.
Which
No,
is
I'm
probably
focusing.
smart.
Oh, and but I take energy drinks, and they'll help my focus too. And then I've noticed though, for the Arnold Classic, they were handing out free energy drinks the entire time, so I got to test drive, all these different varieties and which ones did or didn't help me focus. But cannabis does, depending on if you dose it right.
If you hear in
Yes.
the news that his heart exploded, you know why.
I tell you, it takes a lot to keep this engine going.
That's true. That's true.
Got to keep it going. All right. So we've got your first time. We got your method of choice. You get your reason for use. We get the, I keep forgetting it's not the Canada Weed Fest because that's what I have on my board.
CannaFest.
CannaFest. Anthony Foster.
CannaCrawl.
See, you got it wrong too. CannaCrawl. And
CannaCrawl.
your most favorite social media site where people can find you?
So we are on Hamilton Vape Family on Instagram. You can also take a look at if you go in the bio on that Instagram, you'll find all our link tree. So it gets you to our YouTube channel.
Right on.
And then if you need to get tickets or find out information about CannaCrawl, you can go to www.cannacrawl.ca.
Sweet.
Right on. I had another question for him. Oh, is there anything that, any wisdom, any knowledge, anything, when all your years of cannabis experience, did you like to share with the cannabis community, the Dick and Dank listeners, if you will?
What I find is the change of people's stigma. You need to I don't even know where you need to think of all these other things, and then I just feel like stigma is the biggest one. I feel like it's the biggest challenge that we still face around the plant.
Yes.
And I want to say this stuff can be grown in your backyard and be perfectly fine. So it's just stigma. Like, really try to get rid of that stigma.
Yep.
And just give it a chance. Take a chance in it, and it might change your life.
Yep. It
So-
will change your life.
It will change your
It
life.
will change your life. That's it.
It's changed my life.
I think, and I think people like you and us, when we get together, we talk, and people hear of everything that the three of us are doing in our lives, like we're erasing the stigma that way.
Yes.
And
good
I think
man.
that's the best way to reduce the stigma.
Look at all we can do, and I smoke weed every day.
For
Right.
sure.
Right.
It's the education. It's the education.
And
yeah.
people are ashamed to admit that. They're growing it in their backyard, which we had a joke on the last, I know you haven't listened, but the last couple episodes we had a joke because I felt offended because they're growing, and as soon as the plants come to maturity, he said, as soon as you know it's a boy, throw it away. I was like, well, that's rude. I said, I'm just going to throw it outside, let it grow, and let it do its thing. He's like, you're going to piss off everybody in town growing
the
weed.
neighborhood,
I was
yeah.
like, what are you talking about? And then I find out that I'm going to pollinate everybody's plant that's growing outside. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, sorry.
After we talk about it on our show, like 2 days later on X, I follow this guy called Stoner Dad. I don't know if you know who he is, but anyway,
Stoner Dad sounds
I follow Stoner Dad on X. And he posted a picture of some asshole doors down growing a male plant in his backyard.
It's pretty like.
Right.
But see, I'm learning. I'm just going to start growing like very soon. So I'm learning. He's got a tent. I've got a tent, but we'd like to grow outside. So I think we're going to do both. But
Yep. I am anyway.
we were at the seed swap and the garden center because I bought a bag of dirt. It was free seed day, so they gave me a feminized seed. So that was
Nice.
a nice
What
little
was the
gift.
strain you're working with?
Ooh, what's the strain that you've got us started?
Oh, I'm growing Gypsy Juice.
Is that the one you're going to give me some starters?
Gypsy juice.
Yep. It's from Hangfire Genetics.
Yeah.
They're somewhere out of Michigan. I can't remember what town they are in. but-
Oh, Michigan. Michigan's always.
Yep.
Michigan was the leader in the. They grew a lot of because they were medical first.
Yes. So Hangfire is big with medical. I believe he had a traumatic brain injury as well from the military. But we had a gentleman on our show, Trauma Translator, who had a leg amputated, and with his phantom nerve pain, the only thing that helps is this. It's not the Gypsy Juice. It is Hell's Half Acre, I think, which is a cross that's in Gypsy Juice. So anyway, So this is the only thing that helps with his phantom nerve pain.
Now he's running 5Ks and shit.
Yeah.
It's amazing. He's putting motivational videos on. Like he was on 11 different pills and trying to raise 2 small kids. And then he found cannabis, and now he can grow his own medicine and do all this shit. And he grows his own medicine in his home. It's amazing.
Yep. So I've got Donnie, who from the Edge, he's got neuropathy. So I'm growing it to see if it helps him. And then I got another buddy of mine that had he's a double amputee, and he has the same problem with the phantom nerve pain. So I'm growing some, and I'm going to give him some to see if it helps him. And so
You're
that's
a
what we're
dick
going
in a
doing.
good way.
I am.
Yeah, way
I
to
try
go.
to be.
Way to make dick a good thing.
Right.
Yeah, I like it. Well,
That's
you've been great.
amazing, man. You become a caregiver.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Because it's medicine, and then once you can teach these people how to grow their own medicine right in their own backyard, it's like how can you not?
Right.
And then
Yes.
not paying the drug companies, not waiting for insurance approval, not dealing with any of that bullshit, because you can just go right up back and grow your own medicine.
And you know what? If this shit works, you know what I'm doing? I'm getting one of the females, and I'm going to keep her as a mom, and I'm just going to take clones off of her. Fuck this starting
Good call.
seed bullshit.
Good call.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
makes it easy, right?
Yeah, well, then have to figure
Yeah.
out who's a boy and who's a girl. If I take
Skip it all.
clones, they're all girls. We're good.
Taking all the fun out of it.
That's all right.
Fun to gamble a little bit.
Right.
Again, I'm going to learn as you're going to teach me, I suppose, but I'm finding out you're not the best yet, huh?
No, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
now
Don't
you-
listen to me for anything.
Daily Homegrown's our guy, right?
I know how to smoke a joint. That's otherwise.
Well,
don't
and the
listen
fine
to me.
folks at the Garden Center. I think Josh was really hooking me up today with
And
some
Dag,
knowledge.
he's pretty
Dag
good.
and Josh. Dag was on our show, but yeah. No, Anthony, you've been great. I appreciate you. You know, anybody that can go visit the CannaFest, enjoy your time.
CannaCrawl.
CannaCrawl. Well, it's a
It's
festival.
a CannaFest. It's a CannaFest, so we'll take that.
All right. I mean, I don't want to have to crawl out of there.
in Hamilton, Ontario.
Hamilton,
Yeah,
Ontario.
like I said, you guys are more than welcome whenever you guys want to come out. Let me know for sure, and then like if we can in the time that we have till the next one, we can really kind of plan it out, and
Yeah.
if you guys
Make it a
got to
thing.
come up and
Yeah.
set up a spot. We got
All right.
you guys.
The Edge was the #1 dive bar in America in 2026, and they put us
2023.
2023. Whatever. It is 2026, but they put us on the marquee, so maybe we can even be on the marquee at the CannaFest.
But even I've even seen podcasts where we had where they were mobile. They were just walking around and they were live.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that kind of experience is cool too, where you actually can be mobile. You can talk to different
I
people.
told you we got those little clip-on mics. We're gonna have to try
Right.
this.
Yeah,
Alright,
you can get
alright.
experiences right on where everybody. Hey, we're live here. We're with this company. Hey, how's your? And you can even maybe talk to some of the people that are the attendees. Obviously, the people that are the vendors as well.
Sure.
And then maybe me and my business partner.
What's the wildest thing that's happened there?
Just I don't. And
Or is
the
it just
thing
pretty
I don't
mellow and
think
chill?
These people were on cannabis. I don't think these people were on cannabis, so they were doing some. They were just. I think they ended up on stage and doing some crazy dancing and stuff. And I guess we had to get some security. Oh, wait a minute! Well, the craziest thing was maybe like two. We had so there was a dab. They were doing dabs inside.
Okay.
First of all, they were not allowed to be doing dabs inside. So they had the torch going. The one guy had the torch going, and I guess they had when you do dabs, you have your the banger supposed to go into an alcohol bath to clean it.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you're done dabbing, you throw the banger into the bath. But it's an alcohol bath. It's a very flammable.
So it ignites.
Yeah, so the whole table fucking lit up on fire.
Oh shit.
Here you're putting a glowing hot banger in there to cool
Oh,
off, and
my.
it ignites the alcohol.
Yeah,
Shit.
I don't know what happened. He was hitting too many dabs, and he freaking had the torch close to the solvent, and it lit up.
I'm gonna call that a
was probably the
dabbing.
most craziest thing recently.
I'm gonna call that a dabbing don't.
Yeah. that'd
Yeah,
be it.
dabbing
Dab-
don't. Yes.
dabbing don't.
That's a good one.
Holy
don't.
cow.
I like it. Well, Anthony, you've been great. Yeah, we'll get
Cool.
that right out, and everybody can listen and be Dick and Dank fans and go enjoy CannaFest.
CannaFest.
Canna
2026.
I keep
In Hamilton,
Hamilton. There,
Ontario.
we got it.
Jeez, you're slow today.
I've been smoking weed all day. What do you want from me?
Smoking.
Yeah, here we go. Good night.
Talking things and important facts, like what's next, give me gas. There's a place that you wanna go. The clientele is really
think I'm officially a little dumber after listening to that. I was actually thinking that as soon as you said that. Perfect.
Good times. How good did that feel? Honestly. That's it for today's Dope Discussions with Dick and Dank. You can binge us on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and SoundCloud, where you can even grab our theme song. True fans? Well, you know where to go, right to our website. Subscribe and get the newsletter from our vertically challenged distant assistant, Dunk. Yes, Dunk. Writes better emails than we do. Follow us on Facebook, Blue Sky, and X. But if you really want to get the inside scoop, hit us up on Instagram at DopeDiscussions_Dick and Mr. Dank5. Got questions or want to advertise? Email dank@dickanddank.com. Until next time, stay dope, stay dank, and keep those discussions rolling. Looking for fresh beats and smooth vibes? Check out Music by Ernie, streaming now on SoundCloud. Whether you're chilling, driving, or turning up the volume, Ernie's got the soundtrack for your moment. Don't miss out. Search Music by Ernie today, only on SoundCloud.